enter churches, ICE takes a very broad view of what they can and can't do. Churches technically are private spaces, but they're also a little strange because there's some parts of churches that are also public spaces. So it depends on the layout of the church. Some churches, you have to buzz to get in, anyone. And so that whole property might be a private space. But I also went to certain cathedrals where anyone can walk into the lobby. That part is deemed a public space because anyone can walk in. It's the same thing with restaurants and businesses. Some restaurants have, like, because anyone can walk into certain parts of a restaurant, that part of the restaurant is a public space. But where the chefs are cooking, where money is being counted, those are generally private spaces. So what a lot of businesses have been doing is like marking what is public and what is private.
Yes.
So a lot of that data is from the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs, and the workforce data is actually from the Comptroller's Office, from the City Comptroller and the State Comptroller.
Many?
So my role in the DA's office is mostly related to DA office operations. I don't actually advise individual people. I had some resources up there. There are a lot of nonprofits that are advise people. A common thing we say is if you call 311 and someone asks for immigration legal services, they will route you to the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs, who has a queue that people can wait to speak to someone. But it's usually weeks, to be honest. So like, I don't want to send you on a dead end. It's usually weeks. Yes, and that's why there's so much fraud. There is far, far more demand for immigration providers, especially low cost or what we call pro bono immigration providers, than there are actual attorneys. The state of affairs right now is not great. A lot of these organizations are pressed and they're losing funding from left, right, and center. So it's not a great situation for the immigration service providers right now.
Thank you very, very much.
No problem.
Very, very informative presentation.
Thank you all.
Vincent, you ready? Or Eddie, you ready?
Yeah, come on down. Let's see if this works. Hoping now the volume's not coming up again. Oh, there you go.
This space where people specialists work in state health and hospitals, South Oakland Health. Innovation and dedication come together to transform lives. This space where people specialists work seamlessly to deliver exceptional neurological care for citizens. Our facility known with state-of-the-art technology. Useful for work at CDC.
Here we go.
Voice over there.
We didn't get paid for that.
So, yeah, so I actually played a video, we just built the new building, right? And with the new building, we updated all our technology. We now do robotic surgery on neuro department's lodge, our stroke department's lodge. We are a state-of-the-art facility in New York City. So I'm here to try to get the word out to everybody that this hospital is a community hospital, and we are a state-of-the-art hospital in New York City. So with that, it takes a lot of people to run a hospital, right? 3 buildings. We need to clean it up. We need nutritionists, we need doctors, we need nurses. We prefer to recruit from the community we serve. We feel if the people who live in the community actually work in the hospital, right, it gives it more of a community feel. More people want to come here. So I left a bunch of flyers in the back on our recruitment. There are 2 QR codes. The first one you can scan with your phone. It will bring you right to our employment section, where we offer jobs from doctors, which is great, but only down to staff people who, environmentalists who clean the building, dietary who deliver food. We have jobs for every educational level available out there. So if you don't have a college degree, 90% of people working here don't have college degrees. We offer it to everybody. We have jobs for everybody to come into. So if you scan the first one, it'll take you to our page where you can look through all the jobs we offer. And the second QR code, you can send the resume in. And again, we're trying to recruit from the community, from within. We believe if we recruit from the community, we can better serve the community. We're a community hospital. So with that, any questions? Great, thank you.
Thank you very much. And we recommend people in the audience, residents, to pass the word on that there are many jobs available right here at South Brooklyn Health. Thank you. Case public speaking, Adriana Mitchell, Brooklyn Public Library, Brighton Beach.
Hey, Eddie, that's all right. Hi, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, and thank you for your attention briefly. I'm here representing the Brighton Beach Library, Coney Island Library, and Ulmer Park, which are in our district. I have a couple of announcements from my colleagues at Coney and Ulmer. The Ulmer Park wanted me to remind everyone that they do offer free English classes. Please look at their calendar of events online at brooklynpubliclibrary.org, Ulmer Park. There are upcoming closure for Coney Island Library. It's temporary, okay? It will be a few weeks. That's what they said. Usually closures sometimes for whatever reasons they extend, but as of right now, I will leave the information in the back of everything that I'm sharing with you today. But it will be closing. And you can pick up your holds and ask questions at the other locations in the area. And I'm included the Brighton Beach Library, Ulmer Park, and Gravesend. But I believe Gravesend, I don't know why they added Gravesend, because I think Gravesend is closed also. So I'm gonna let them know about that. I also want to just highlight a few events that are coming up for the Brighton Beach Library. And that's tomorrow. If you're in the area at the Freak Bar in Coney Island, we are having a poetry showcase hosted by the Brighton Beach Library, Brooklyn Public, at 6 p.m. I will leave the information in the back. We also, I will leave the calendar of events for the month of May. And I always send Eddie Mark updates on the special events that we're having. But there are 2 major events in May that I would like to highlight. One is Community Resource Fair on May I continue?
Yes.
Thank you. On May 22nd, a community resource fair, and it's essential that you spread the word for that. I will share the information with Eddie, because we provide information and partner up with community partners that provide this type of services, like what we heard at the beginning around social services, healthcare, et cetera. And I believe South Brooklyn is going to be part of that resource fair. So thank you. The other big event, it's more recreational, cultural. We're going to have flamenco at the library. So I'm very excited about that. Thank you so much. I will leave all of this information in the back. My name is Adriana Mitchell. I'm the manager of the Brighton Beach Library. My information is on our website. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Next meeting, Daisy. Next meeting will be Filippo Arsenini, from Brooklyn Community Services. Sorry, I messed up your last name.
I'll introduce myself. You never.
Awesome.
Yes, I'm gonna communicate with you.
Hello, everyone. It's Tolu. Nice to meet you.
Wait.
Where we go?
There you go.
And Alexi.
There we go. And that never works. Hold on. I don't know what it is.
Not text that.
Yeah. Wait, let me see. I'm gonna bring it. No. No. Share. Oh my gosh. Share. You know what? I'm gonna just.
Eddie, make sure you click share sound.
Share sound is on. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Yeah. Okay.
Go back to the share part.
Text.
Stop share.
Stop share.
Share again.
Share again. Share. Slow.
Just click the middle. Yeah, right. Yeah, click on it. Share again. No, just click that. That's good. You should hopefully click it again. Is it glitching?
Is it delay? Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Neighborhood, just like collaboration and working together to bring all the
Okay.
Coney Island is home for me. Family.
My home spot.
magical.
Home. The Family Enrichment Center to me is gathering.
Community.
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 A place for socialization.
Dedication.
The ability to connect and to help people.
I think working in a school in the neighborhood, just like collaboration and working together to bring all the ideas that our community members have, bringing them to life and making sure that everyone's voice feels heard.
I could bring my knowledge.
Dedication.
Myself.
Help. My experience growing up to a single mom, 2 kids.
Bringing more voices from the community that may not have been involved yet is something I'm really excited about.
Tolu, we're the Family Enrichment Center and we are coming to Coney Island. I don't know if you guys remember me or not, but we're building a center here that is dedicated to empowering families. What makes us very different from other centers is that we are asking for parents and community members to lead the way, to tell us what they want. We do not want to do the job of saying that this is what you need and this is the things that you want to do. We want to hear from you guys and we want to know what you guys want and we want you to lead it and we just here acting as support. So that's my soapbox. If you have any questions, I'll be in a. We have virtual town halls too, happening every 2 weeks. So if you can hop on and just talk to us about some of the problems you're facing, we're happy to hear. Alexi here is our Russian family advocate, so he's here to bridge the gap between the communities in our neighborhood. So yeah, we're just here and you can find us later in the afternoon. Okay, that's it. So we do not have a location yet. We're working out of O'Dwyer. We are expected to be on Surf Ave between Surf and 16, where they're doing construction now. Fingers crossed, it will happen soon, but you know how these things go. Of course.
Here will be Internet Daily Sanitation Foundation.
No, won't take long. It's just gonna be 3 minutes. Hi, everyone. Hi, guys. So my name is Antoinette Daly, and I am a program manager at the Sanitation Foundation, DSNY's official nonprofit partner. And I'm just here to just invite you all to a community cleanup we're having on Surf, Wednesday, May 7th. If you guys are around 10 a.m. to 12, we're meeting at Maimonides. It's 2 hours. We would love to invite all of you guys from the community. And if you can't make it, we could send maybe someone that's off that day, etc. We really enjoy just having people from the community join us. And we are, like I said, we're DSNY's an official nonprofit partner. We do a lot of these community cleanups and like education initiatives and hands-on initiatives like these. If you guys are Yankees fan, we give away free tickets in the summer if you join our cleanups in the Bronx. Sign up on our website, sanitationfoundation.org, subscribe to our newsletter to hear more about this. If you guys are tennis fans, we partner with the US Open and we give away free tickets again. So I would love to see some of you guys, if you don't make it, May at the cleanup for on Surf Avenue, join us in the summer and get some free tickets as well. Thank you. I do have flyers and I'll be emailing the CB board as well.
That speaker, excuse me, Christopher Grant.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Christopher D. Gripe, Community Outreach Officer for Actor Accessibility. Just to remind everyone in the back, and I did email, and Eddie, please make sure you put this in on it, because I did email this to you like 16, 20 times. And I know, don't worry about it, I got you. Also, just to remind everyone, those brochures are in the back, does tell you how to sign up for the Omni account, so therefore you can keep track of your card. Doesn't have to be a reduced fare, doesn't have to be a full fare, it could be all three. That means it could be also your full fare AAR card or the reduced fare. Also, just to remind everyone, MTAs, I mentioned this before and I say this again, MTA survey for accessibility, what station do you want as your accessible station? That survey is still in effect, still going on, and it does still update stations that are accessible. Like I said last month, which was the shocking word, Brighton Beach is still on the list and it's still going to be on the list. And as a reminder, everyone, please make sure when you travel on the subways or buses, please check the notices, because you know tomorrow, Thursday, there will be no Q train running between Stillwell and Brighton Beach as they're doing track work. The last accessible station on the Q line coming from Manhattan is Kings Highway. The N, the D are running, but please note that, as Eddie knows this already, Stillwell Avenue platform on the D is not accessible at this time because elevator replacement. We can all say thank God, because that elevator is ready to break. We remind you to please use the N or the F trains at this time, and always please read the notices carefully. Signages, there are new signages going out for accessibility, and they are working on the floor ones as well. And I made that promise, so I'm making clear that that is being worked on at this time as well. Everyone, please enjoy your day. And one adding thing, June 7th and 8th, the first weekend, we will have the parade of trains running again. So that will be running. Eddie, I did email that to you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Move on to the residential and parking. Right. Okay, so let's all move on to the narrow, okay? Right. Okay, Charlene. Charlene.
Greetings and salutations to all my Coney Islands. Hope everyone's been enjoying this weather. Sort of, kind of, because one day is one and the other. I just have a few announcements here. Our office will be celebrating, which is already passed, Earth Day on Saturday, April 26th. Although we're expecting rain, please stay tuned on social media to find out if we will still be having it, but we will only postpone it, not cancel it. And some of the activities are free composting boxes, free helmet distribution to kids, bike etching by NYPD, the New York Bird Alliance will be there, and arts and craft by the Arts Funhouse. There are flyers in the back, but again, watch social media because we are expecting rain for this weekend. The Marlboro Playground Committee is having a virtual input meeting. So we're asking that you join New York City Parks to share and discuss your ideas for the redesign of the Marlboro Playground. The project is funded by Council Speaker Adrian Adams and Council Member Justin Brennan. That will be Tuesday, May 13th, 6:30, and it's virtual. The flyers are in the back, and there's a QR code on the flyer for you to register and get more information. Coney Island Beautification Project. Councilmember Justin Brennan and the New York City Parks Department are teaming up for Arbor Day. Trees are nature's lungs. So we will be planting trees in Kaiser Park. So we're looking for as many hands as possible. If you can do it with your feet, we'll take those too. But whatever you have, we're looking for as many bodies as possible to celebrate Arbor Day and planting trees. And that is April 25th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. There are also flyers in the back, and we are also offering training to become a New York City Park Care Captain, Park Steward, and much more. So come out, just gonna be tons of fun. HPD is in your district. Join HPD and Councilmember Justin Brennan in your district to learn about housing-related issues. They will be able to help you prepare to apply for affordable housing, understand your rights and responsibilities, file a housing complaint, finance for improvements and repairs, register your building, remedy a violation, and so much more. For more information, there is a QR code and flyers in the back, and that will be Thursday, May 8th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 1915 Mermaid Avenue. Last but not least, step up and clean up. Join the Sanitation Foundation and help power one of New York's biggest litter cleanups ever. At least that's what this says. That's gonna be on Wednesday, May 7th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And it's going to commence in the Maimonides Baseball Park. And yes, there are flyers in the back, and there is a QR code for more information. I want to thank you all for your attention and let you know that it is, of course, budget season. And soon the executive budget will be moving forward. So we're busy, busy, busy. Thank you so much and have a good evening.
Thank you very much. Okay, next on the list is Sergeant Cooper. Oh, okay. Also, the audience, State Senator Spanton.
Good evening, everyone. Special thank you to all the presenters tonight. The Senate has been quite busy in Albany passing legislation, and she wanted me to share some newly passed legislation with you. Senate Bill S 4322 addresses stealthing by allowing individuals to file a civil lawsuit if a protective device is removed or tampered with without their consent. Stealthing is a blatant violation of consent with serious emotional, financial, and physical consequences. The Senator's bill provides a path for recourse to those affected here in New York, because no one should be forced to bear the risks of STIs or unintended pregnancy without consent. Next, the Senator's legislation, a portion of the BQE has been designated Fort Hamilton's Veterans Memorial Highway. Brooklyn has long had a military presence, and she is incredibly proud that her legislation designated the Fort Hamilton Veterans Memorial Highway as a lasting tribute to our veterans. Next, the One House budget resolution recently passed the New York State Senate includes key funding for local organizations and nonprofits throughout Staten Island and Southern Brooklyn. The fiscal year 2026 state budget, however, still is not passed, and the senator had to return to Albany to work on this. We do have a save the date. The senator's annual Juneteenth Jubilee, in partnership with Congressman Jeffries, Assemblyman Alec Krasny, and Councilman Justin Brannan, is happening on June 19th at the Nautilus Playground from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. And that's West 30th Street near the boardwalk. Okay, I also wanted to inform all of you that we have moved our office, and our office is 2875 West 8th Street, and that's right next door to the motor vehicle. Okay, so thank you, and that's it for tonight.
Thank you. See Erica walk in. Councilman in Veronica's office.
Good evening. So first I wanna say that the councilwoman stands strong in alignment with the community in opposing the proposed Coney Island casino. Although the project lies outside her district and she does not have a vote on the matter, she has attentively listened to the concerns raised by residents, ranging from public safety and traffic congestions to the overall quality of life. Councilwoman Vernico believes this project is not in the best interest of Coney Island or the greater South Brooklyn community. Next, a new bill from the Common Sense Caucus with Councilwoman Ina Vernikov as co-prime sponsor aims to make New York City's curbside composting program voluntary instead of mandatory. The legislation would require the Department of Sanitation to remove compostable waste from city's list of required recyclables and eliminate rules mandating participation. We will keep everyone updated as we know more. We have two events coming up this Sunday. Homecrest Playground, in partnership with the Parks Department, we'll be having a family day. There'll be bouncers, popcorn, arts and crafts, and more from 12 to 3. And then Sunday, May 4th, from 11 to 2:30, we'll be having a free bike helmet giveaway in partnership with DOT, along with bike etching with the help of Shamroom. This will be at Kelly Park Playground, the PS 255 schoolyard. Anyone under 18 must have an adult with them to receive a helmet. That's it. Have a good night.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for your time. I'm here on behalf of Assemblymember Alec Brooke Krasny, and I'd like to focus on the proposed New York State executive budget for fiscal year 2025, which currently totals around 252 billion, reflecting a 3.6% increase from last year. So just to go about different parts of this budget, focusing on healthcare, that's approximately $100 billion, which is 40%, focuses on Medicaid spending and additional funds that are allocated to public health programs. Next, moving on to education, also is approximately 40 billion, which totals 16%. That looks at major investment in K to 12 education and increased funding for higher education opportunity programs. For public safety, we're at approximately $10 billion, which is 4%. Talking from enhanced police presence, expansion of body-worn camera programs for correction officers, and funding for other criminal justice reform projects. For transportation, we're at approximately 15 billion, which amounts to 6%. Support for the MTA to address its $33 billion revenue gap, and broader investments in state transportation infrastructure. And the last one would be infrastructure, which is approximately $20 billion, which amounts to 8%. This relates to funding for capital projects, including education, transportation, and public health facilities, and continued investment in environmental initiatives such as clean water efforts. The Assembly member also, and lastly, wanted me to mention that there's additional legislative language that is under consideration, but that the budget is likely to be passed next week. The three different language would relate to changes to involuntary confinement laws for individuals with mental health challenges, a proposal to permit only unmasked individuals to participate in demonstrations, and a proposal to ban cell phones in schools. Thank you. Oh, good time.
Public speaker will be Rosalind Campbell from the Borough President.
Hi, everybody. Again, I'm glad to see you all. I'm here because Hassan is not able to make it right now, but he's well. Everything's okay. Do not worry about Hassan. On the schedule, I have a stack of flyers. I've stapled them so you can just pick up the pack to find out what's going on. On April 28th, we're having our Brooklyn's Climate Future, planning for Brooklyn's Climate Future, and that's going to be at Borough Hall. It's going to be a day of panels on the future of Brooklyn's climate resiliency. This is a 2-day event. So part 1 is going to be April 28th, and part 2, the Sustainable Building Resource Fair, is going to be the following day, April 29th. We also, May 2nd, have a youth summit. So we are going to have the Youth Advisory Council, who's inviting educators, mentors, and community leaders to submit proposals. I'm not sure if we're still accepting proposals, but if you happen to have one and you're interested, please feel free to give me a call. I left my cards on the back table as well. You can email me, it's probably better. And last but not least, we have graduation awards. BP Reynoso has released his 2025 pre-K to 12 graduation awards nomination applications. So school admins and Brooklyn-based public, private, or charter schools can nominate their students for graduation awards from the borough president until May 29th at 5 p.m., the day after my birthday. So please, if you have students or any young people and you're in the position to send a nomination, go ahead and do that so they can get that recognition. And that's all I have to say. Bye.
Next on the agenda is the approval of the minutes. Do I have a motion?
Anthony Batista, Demetrius Blau, Gabriel Blender.
Keisha Ballard, Patricia Brown, Deborah Carter, Marion Cleaver, Joe Carey, Charlene Davis. Tika Diaz.
Yes.
Lolita Jimalova.
Yes.
Jennifer Dublin.
Yeah.
Mohammed El Nagar. Susan Flashenberg. Olga Fort.
Yeah.
Taj Graham. Selena Grant. Greenberg.
Yes.
Iram Hanif. Linda Harrison.
Yes.
Jeannie Hernandez.
Yes.
Amaryllis Herrera. Yuri Krasner.
Yes.
Angela Kravchenko. Yelena Mockman.
Yes.
Minnie Mankita.
Yes.
Mark Mernick.
Yes.
Maria Montalvo. Alan Newman.
Yes.
Pat O'Brien. Robin Harrison. Nadra. Milagros Quillis. Sam Rakowski. Michael Russo. Jeffrey Fanoff. Fran Schwartz. Tatiana Figo.
Yes.
Praved Siddiqui. Michael Silverman. Pat Singer.
Yes.
Sheila Small. Vladislav Spector. Jack Subin.
Yes.
Dennis Vidaris. Joanne White.
Yes.
Annette Wesley.
Yes.
Citra Zafar. Svetlana Zelenskaya.
On to the chairperson's report. Okay, I'd like to remind everyone that you're welcome to participate in all CD 13 committee meetings. They are hybrid, which means they can be viewed, meeting and participate online. Meeting notices are posted in the CD 13 newsletter, goes out every Friday. They are also posted on the CD 13 Facebook page. Please contact the CD office for more information. NYPD has started a pilot program to tackle quality of life issues. The 60th precinct has been selected as one of the 6 precincts in New York City where the program will roll out, and it already has rolled out. The new unit is called the Q Team, and it will address the most common complaints called into 311, including illegal parking, homeless encampments, illegal vending, noise complaints, complaints about reckless e-bikes, etc. The Q Team has already addressed some complaints, including picketing and towing illegally parked cars, illegal vendors on Brighton Beach Avenue, and the illegal fruit stand on Mermaid and Stowell. Just last night, in our district, we towed 45 vehicles, issued 27 parking summonses, and moved 4 vehicles. The windshields. Yeah, the boots are not on the tires anymore, they're on the windshield. So we love to try to get those removed. A letter was sent to the Department of Homeless Services regarding the proposed shelter at 1605 Mermaid Avenue. It will have 660 beds. The community was never notified about this location. I again do want to thank Sheila Small for bringing this to our attention. This is really a bad place for a shelter. It's next door to a liquor store and a lot from Information High School. It's also next door to a new laundromat. We are also concerned about how this will impact plans to revitalize the Mermaid Avenue shopping complex. Councilman Brandon also sent a letter to the Department of Homeless Services, with concerns about this location, and asked for greater transparency with the Coney Island community. The Community Board 13 also sent a letter to the commissioner about our really upset about what's going on with this homeless shelter being put on Mermaid Avenue. We already have our homeless shelter in Coney Island. Enough is enough. The Brooklyn Half Marathon will be here on May 17th. And it will go down Ocean Parkway from Prospect Park, then on to the boardwalk from Ocean Parkway to West 15th. There will be numerous street closures and it will be very difficult to get around. Please contact the CD 13 office if you need more information. The ULUR for 58 Exton Court has been certified by city planning. This small triangle of land next to the Bell Parkway across Ocean Park is from South Brooklyn Health Center. You can see it when you look outside the window here. Well, not right now, but during the day. We will have a public hearing for this ULURP here at our May 28th meeting. So everybody attends so they can put in their 2 cents. Same attorney.
Because they're coming back, Ron speaking.
Yes. In fact, they withdraw they had withdrawn their. We'll try again. Counting when you. On Thursday, May 22nd, 2025, the Parks Department beach opening ceremony will be held on the boardwalk at Stillwell Avenue at 1 p.m. Everyone is invited to attend. Thank you.
22nd.
22nd, May 22nd.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Eddie Payton.
Okay, so, everybody have your day. There's a lot of events this weekend. I mentioned, Justin Ryan's office, Earth Day on West Oak Street and Sir. There's a couple of them, who's, models, who's already mentioned them a little later, so I'm not gonna repeat them, but there are some events coming up this weekend. East Day, this past week, I did, enjoy all of the fun and egg that they would give it out. There was the Blessed Divine, and opening the amusement park. One day on the cycle, it was 75 degrees in March. 2 weeks later, the Blessed Divine is having on Sunday. And it was well attended on both occasions. There was a street name, you have to go into it, Frank, way over on Kaiser Park on past month, was well attended. We are going to address meeting with NTA and some of the developers over on West Sixth Street with the garbage problem. Behind underneath the elevated train, behind the DMV. It's a long problem that we've always been asking for some solution. Now that there's a building being built there, we're hoping that they can also participate in section. As mentioned before, 49 library is going to be closed. The date is May 5th through May 18th. So can't check any books out, can't check any books there. But it'll be open, there'll be reopen on May 19th. Tomorrow is Beacon Mill. They're going to be doing their first orange stand over by 29 Library at 5 o'clock. Coming is the first one, so we hope it'll be a good turnout, and they'll be doing this for the next 10 weeks, right? Until the end of June. So every week they'll have a orange stand in the library. Let's see. Next month, we are going to have at least 3 presentations. As you heard, we have a public hearing on Nixon Court. We're also we're going to have the conference people come tonight. For the part of sanitation, but you can make it. And they said you're coming next month. We have someone from OEM from the emergency management to talk about hurricanes, upcoming hurricanes, and how all this development is being affected by the upcoming season. And I know everyone's asking the office. We do not know about the reappointment yet. We will hopefully find out before the end of the month. People are still on until they officially get a letter saying that they're not. And people who are new, whenever they're going to be, will get that official letter. Please give us a copy of it because we're going to ask because you guys get it first. So if any future board members get the letter, please give a copy to the community board so that we know that you're officially on the board. So the DCAN is going to start on May 12th. We're anticipating 85 officers this year, and they're going to be here from May 12 to.
We can't believe.
We got delayed because September 8th. Yeah, and this doesn't have to involve the Q team. So this is two different entities. We're hoping that with that, we'll get a lot more. I know you guys are all complaining about the construction on Neptune Surf and Mermaid. Surf everything has to be done by May 15th. There's an embargo, no construction. They did everything, restoration, everything. Have to do it. We're not going to wait till September. They have to finish everything by May 15th. May 16th if it rains. So, but that is the date. That's going to. Also, Mermaid, this would be done too, with, West Pavement, West 15th, West 16th Street, West 17th Street. If you haven't seen it, there's a trench over there that is really bad. They've been complaining since November. And it's all because of comments and like, thinking up with TPC. And they said, within the last email, said that it should be. And then Neptune Avenue, horrendous. That is, I don't even have time. Once Surf Avenue gets done first, then Neptune Avenue. I know it should be done at the same time, but the way they're doing it, they want to make sure that Surf Avenue is done first, so that there's don't worry, it should be done all at the same time, but the way they're doing it, they just want to get Surf Avenue first, then work on Neptune. Also, point of information on April 28th, which is next Monday, through May 2nd. They're going to be doing milling in Brighton Beach. From a couple of spots from. Ocean Park. Yes. Yeah. There's a small section. Yeah, it's my but yes, what do you got? Start has to be done by May 15th. There's a moratorium on no construction being done on that street. What do you call it? The one on Mermaid Avenue, that will be done within 2 weeks. So 2 weeks within the time.
And we have no date for that, sir?
No date for that. And but it's the same company. I know, yeah, we haven't heard anything.
But after after this time.
No, that's only on Sunday. That's the annual.
Okay, but we should work on it.
Oh, no, that's, we didn't bring it up.
Construction during the summer, and it's only 3 avenues.
Yeah, no, we understand, I mean, we bring it up.
Well, if we do it for the moratorium, for one, why can't we do it for all? So that we only got.
Well, if there's no construction done. No, but if there's no construction done at all, then everything is gonna be pushed into September, October, November, which happens to be.
Well, I'm asking, can we be more forceful as a community? If I may, can we say, listen, these are 3 major, what do you have 3 ways? 3 streets basically. So if the summertime is coming, it's already backed up even on a good day, but it's not even the summer. So what can we do going forward? We can make this done, so we don't have this.
Absolutely. Any call tomorrow, push it.
Alright,
Get to that.
right, okay, I try to avoid, that's, I'm sorry, and there's no way, you have to.
Get all of them going forward, so that this does not happen again. Because we keep running into this problem just about every year.
The moratorium is basically done on the music area. That's what happens.
That whole section should be on music park. It's how you sell it.
Okay, alright, we will contact them tomorrow.
Thank you.
Because there's a lot of things that they have wherever their agenda, but you also have to remember this, when this is done, this is just the beginning. It's gonna move over to people that work on, section from West Oak Street, holding your own street.
Maybe this will fit going forward.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, I know it was no done deal. No, okay, when you use our voice as a community. Thank you.
That was the biggest one, right? It's wasn't.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's really a mess.
That was the other thing.
What I want to pick up again, right, and it's the beach station.
So that, we bought that on the transportation, committee. We needed to talk about it. Okay, all right, Chris.
What they're gonna be added on, then they're gonna do the bright line, yeah, special cover. It's called special because it doesn't have to be affected anyone on the train. That's why you don't see that much paint on the street or people losing their colors on the car, the paint doesn't go down. Because they have to do dirt, that doesn't spread out. It was.
Okay, Collaterals? Agent?
Good evening. Okay, we have Buckley's climate change fee for Coney Island. Prepared. This is gonna be part 6 of final Coney Island community workshop on Saturday, April 26, 2025, 9:30 to 2 p.m. at New York Aquarium, which will Surf Avenue in the education hall classroom. And that refreshment. We also have Car-Free Earth Day, also on April 26th, and it's going to be from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. in West Neptune Avenue and West 27th. You have to register for the workshop.
Meeting is the committee reports. Excuse me. Treasury report. Treasurer's report. This is a treasurer's report for the third quarter, fiscal year. The third quarter, we get the following finish. Local travel, $172.11. Telecommunication maintenance, $58. Cleaning services, $1,905.78. Rent, $10,042.12. And the payroll services, $61,630.92. So the total for the third quarter was $73,909. Even. Thank you, Gary. Okay. Now we'll get to the committee reports. Environment and sanitation, Mark.
Hi, so on April 8th, we had a sanitation committee meeting, or a couple of presentations that we've done. Is that here or? Okay, it goes to the microphone. No, it's not easier. Be louder. Not easier. All right, so I'll start over. So on April 8th, we had a sanitation environment committee meeting, with a couple of presentations. One was an initiative called Beyond Plastic. And they're a nonprofit organization pushing a particular assembly bill to address plastic in packaging as a tax essentially on the companies over $5 million in shipping equipment. It was pointed out, it's really not the final solution because we need other things at that level for the large companies to be addressed, but I think it's helpful. So the committee voted to send a letter in support of their initiative. They have several co-sponsors for Bill 17, Assembly Bill, and a Senate bill number that's in the minutes. And I would hope we would send them a letter of support. I assume we need it. The vote was 4 in favor, no opposed, no abstentions for the bill. So we do have to vote on sending that support letter if you want to do that, Barbara. Oh, it came out of committee. It doesn't need anything. Roll call.
something mentioned about the glass, glass.
We agree. But that's not this bill. Right, but I said, I agree, there was comments about glass and tackling the problem, but that's not this bill. This is just first plastic. Yes, we should have another one on plastic. Yes, we should have things going after glass. And as much as we can, it's easier to go after the larger ones and take a big chunk out of the solid waste problem. But this bill so far is only going after plastic packaging for the larger Amazon, Walmart, whichever. Ida pointed out there's several things that are also needed, 100%. But that's not what we have at this point. Is just this bill by two Senate bill number and Assembly bill number. They're in the minutes. That's going after plastic packaging. And I guess any other question? It's a little hard to hear you. No, it's not an attack. Well, eventually, yes. Nothing is free. But essentially, it's larger shippers like Amazon or whatever would be required. The details of the bill I don't have. The young lady that presented it, I wish she were here to make the presentation. Didn't have to expect to present it for her. A letter of support. Yeah,
Okay, this video website. So if you want to view it later, we have answered all these questions too. And some of them, of course, couldn't be answered at that time. So if you want to, you can view it. We have our, what do you call it? Our in the minutes, shows where you can, view the Zoom link. And from there, if you have any additional questions, we can bring it to the center again. But this one is specifically for the plastic companies versus dealing with. Yeah. Okay. Then call the office, we can get it to you, okay?
The links are in
Yeah,
YouTube Committee of Board 13.
Michael? I wasn't at the meeting, I didn't read any minutes from the question of. Isn't most of this done with recycling though? With this recycling?
Oh, the point is not even to force the creation of that plastic that would need recycling. That's the idea, as this woman, Alexis, from this nonprofit. You need a packaging, but you need less, and that was the point. Yeah, the point. I agree, but do you have to have it in 3 layers of plastic inside a box? And that's what this is attempting to address. Whether you can't have, it's not the old days where you go up to the butcher and here's a dead chicken or a live chicken, just carrying home the chicken. But I know, bad example. But if they give, they charge. And they're supposed to, of course, they keep the money because it doesn't go anywhere. It's not really recyclable, but that's another story.
I'm sorry. Probably it's our fault, that we did not watch the committee meeting enough. But it would be nice if we have something at least to see what it's all about, you know, package. The package.
Be nice if she had attended or zoomed into the meeting.
In the bill, I mean, in the Senate bill, 1464, I don't know where it is in the proceeding. But they want us to.
It did not take committee yet.
No, this was in the committee on the
Can wait until we get some news?
I wouldn't know the answer to that question.
Okay.
Sorry. Wait a minute. There is a motion on the table. Excuse me. There is a motion on the table. We should not have made that motion, I agree.
No, it's committee.
It doesn't have to be seconded.
You have to vote it down.
No,
No, you can't.
can't. You can vote it down. You can table it. Okay, motion to somebody make a motion to table. Lot.
Lucy.
Yeah.
Okay. Frank Walton.
Okay, all right, before you do anything else, which you have the right to table, is people who have questions, please view those videos. Do not come here and say, I don't understand, because the video does have those information in there. No, I'm saying, I understand, I'm sure they asked, I'm sure they asked.
Beginning of the hearing. Everybody from the committee and residents and are able to view the Zoom meeting. So if you're interested in the topic, okay, view the Zoom. View the Zoom. This way we don't have these type of issues. We could have different types of issues once you view them, and we can have discussions on it. But you can have all these discussions on the Zoom, which you're able to participate. Vandals.
I understand what you're saying, but I also want to say that a simple question as what is the deadline, and I think that could have been. Someone should have the knowledge of when the deadline is to present to city council. So that's.
Albany.
Albany.
We'll see what happens. Okay, now we have the table.
This is the motion to table.
This is the motion to table the letter. What?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gabriel Linda.
Yeah.
Deborah Carter. Charlene Davis.
Yes.
Lucy Mujica Diaz.
Yes.
Malia Devilova.
No.
Jennifer Dublin.
Yeah.
Mohammed Al Nagar. Olga Ford.
Yes.
Selena Grant. Ronald Greenberg. Linda Harrison.
Yes.
Yuri Krasner.
Yes.
Angela Kravchenko.
No.
Yelena Markman.
Yes.
Vinnie Mankita.
Yes.
Mark Meredith.
Yes.
Alan Newman. Robin Harrison.
Yes.
Nadra.
Yes.
Milagros Willis. Cameron Kopsky. Michael Russo. Deb Sanoff. Fran Schwartz. Yes. Tatiana Siegel.
Yes.
Michael Silverman. Pat Singer.
Yes.
Sheila Small.
Yes.
Jack Subin.
Yes.
Joanne White.
Yes.
Annette Wedgwood.
Yes.
Can I continue?
Yeah.
Okay, we had a presentation on flooding from Brooklyn Borough Commissioner of the DEP. Very informative. Go on YouTube and watch the presentation. There's nothing really for us to vote for. This was just a status and what they do. You know, youtube.com/community board, Brooklyn Community Board 13, and you'll find the committee one. We also had a presentation from someone from DDC on the installation of new storms and sewer replacements. This is going around the West 12th Street and Ocean Parkway area specifically. And there were a lot of questions about utilities, upsetting sidewalks, people getting access. And no real good answers from DDC. They're supposed to get back to us, whatever that means. And that was the meeting.
Thank you. Let's move on, please.
Sorry.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Licensing today, right?
Everybody. I'll be,
No.
I'll be here until end of the meeting. Okay. Three applications. One for new food liquor license application for Kia Korean. 1001 Brighton Beach Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11235. The other one is new food liquor license application for Island Art Mall, 2027 West. And we get one application for method of operation by our rules. It's not renewal, so we have to discuss it and vote on it. So we have three actual applications. Three of them were approved by committee, 6 in favor, 6 in favor, 6 in favor. So we can vote for three of them. Yes, so people that are taking over the art, yes, and
Yes.
21. And we had a problem with them.
We can't problem.
With that because they vote and they won. My question is, on the art wall, what are we gonna do about the noise?
Wait. It was discussed, okay? It was discussed, it was the main point of discussion. Sixto was there. So the stipulation they signed, okay, it's written in black and white. We were talking about picket position. Everyone is claiming, including DP. Because pickets were facing north. South or north. South or north. North. They were north. And we had to change.
No.
So according to engineer, I remember discussion from lab. I spoke to somebody from DEP. Okay, now it's according time. 6O made it very clear that each and every event should end at 10 p.m. For each and every event, they have to obtain separate sound doorbell. Okay, separate one, they have to apply. So again, we had very bad experience. They promised to change it. They
What are they gonna do with the speakers?
facing them back.
So that means instead of Brightwood and Lunapar. No, I'm gonna do what, that's not west. That's. Okay. They said water, that county or it's county. That's southwest, maybe better. What better? You know, west, all the high rises at the other end, you're gonna get blasted. Exactly, this is what I was told, but if you deep, it's better. Last time here. And they claim, I don't live in your building, they claim like the end of the season last year, it was much better because they changed location of this building. That is what I was told. So I'm not an engineer at all. I have, I not have knowledge, so I have to rely on professional people. But my point is if they're gonna space them west, then all the people at the west end are going out and they're gonna get blasted like we did at the east end. So, and that's not right either. But when we did not get any complaint, in the end of the season, okay? So, again, it was made very clear, I can quote our chairperson and say, what's the, YouTube, watch out, it was made very clear. One complaint, we're gonna shut it down. I said it, I did it, I'm gonna be on top of it, and because I gave my word. And since the people told to come, and it's gonna be monitored, enough is enough. Yes, Lucy. Thank you. Two points. Yes. One of the operation for office. From 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. From 3 p.m. to 10. And you're saying, with all respect, because you've been doing this extremely for a very long time, is that if we receive one complaint from office, they're gonna shut them down. Is that guaranteed? No, it's okay. We're not talking about that. There was different, wait, that's what wait. One thing. There are two different issues. Yes, SLA license is affiliated with the article. But if you're looking at the, even time of operation, it's a little bit different. The main complaint about article was not violating any kind of rules of state regulatory. It has nothing to do with event and noise, completely different. So actually, talking about vegan license, technical, we're not supposed to talk about event. It's completely different story. But still, it's affiliated with the, business affiliated with the events. This is why I made sure, and I begged Barbara to make sure that we get 6 people coming, and they came, and we made it very, very, very. Okay, maybe I wasn't clear. I was on operations. I was of the liquor license that. Cause you know what, you roll out of 10, you're still drinking to midnight, you're gonna be. No, until 11. And they start turning bigger at 10. According to their license, and according to their regulations. Beyonce or wherever like they done in the past. We roll over like neighbors, I'm being honest, straightforward. You go over to neighbors complain, but when neighbors complain, everybody listen. But when it means everybody closes the door. That's all I have to say. That's what I don't want to find. I don't but let's look at the situation deep. This is private property, right? This is private property. So it's up to the owner of the property. You like him or not, to sign the contract with whoever. We're not enforcing anything, but we represent community. Okay? I'm sitting here, I cannot guarantee that so operator, and it applies to everybody holding the vehicle license. Okay? I cannot guarantee, but that everyone would be in compliance from, we all have businesses, we are all human beings.
But when it comes to event and duration of event, it was made very clear. Special event, they have to reach out to 6 of, correct? Correct. If they stay even 10 minutes after 10 p.m., they're gonna be shut down. And no more sound permit, because they have to apply for a sound permit for each and every concert. So we work together, we set up a rule. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but we are trying. Because telling people no, denying their liquor license based on what? So let's see, we had issues with different businesses, we were able to work with them. So let's see how we can work with them. If we're gonna deny license to them, and they're gonna, let's say, lose contract with our group, somebody else will do. Some big company, and on and on and on and on. We never saw a break from last year. If we gave liquor license to 3 people came, am I right? 3 people came, we gave them a license. After we were told, oh, we assigned somebody to deal with it.
But anyway, I'm not gonna go on with the topic. These are the same operators from Kitchen 21 that had a bad reputation.
Wait.
So let me say something. They had a bad reputation for Kitchen 21, so they're coming with their bad reputation here. If they're not new to the community. They're not new to the community. They're coming from Kitchen 21 when they operated there, and they're going here. They
What is bad? What is bad reputation? What is bad reputation?
What you're saying to me, I just.
No, I'm not, wait, what issues? What are you talking about?
When they had no license to operate on the 3rd floor, and Michael Russo had brought in.
From the beginning.
And et cetera, et cetera.
They get to, wait a minute, I don't wanna argue. I don't wanna. Okay, okay, I don't wanna argue. As soon as Michael raised his hand and asked for 2 licenses, I believe Hannah check the state legal authority and they get 2 licenses, number 1. Number 2, when they started in Kitchen 21, there were complaints about parking and no. Okay, when they came back, I called people, do you have any complaints? No, any complaints? No. So, we used to give cases, I'm really sorry to take everybody's time. We used to give cases when people were caught selling liquor without the license, but we still, when they decided, do it right, we still gave them a chance. Again, people can vote, the way they want. But we are community board. We are not enforcement agent. We are not the court. And I would greatly appreciate not to talk anybody's bad reputation.
Madam Chair, can we vote on this one here first, and then when the other ones, then allow this one first?
We can vote for 3, except it, whatever. Yes.
Alright, so we'll vote for 3, and then we'll vote on this one.
No, you want to.
Okay, so, and then we'll vote separately on this.
When they came to add, we made sure that stipulations were made.
Yes.
With the stipulations,
Yes.
to make sure that things were being done or would be done correctly.
Yes.
Also, I want to add, I know if you change the speakers, different direction, you said that there's one complaint from the west end.
Police said they started out. Am I lying?
Wait, and also Shannon was very clear. The sound permit ends at 10 o'clock. That's a city ordinance. That if they're 5 minutes over, they shut down. The only time if they have a special program and they contact 6 5 days prior to the program, and they will try to work something out of special program. But
yes,
that's correct. But otherwise, it goes till 10 o'clock, shut down.
If not, they won't give them a permit for another
The
town.
music and the liquor will be shut down at 3 o'clock, but they close actually at 11, I guess, they not to kick people
Yes.
out.
But not event, yes. Okay.
No, everyone's gonna be.
Where's Katie? I did do water count, yeah, wait. I wanted to vote on all three like we usually do, yes, or three. Okay, but Mr. Chairman wants to vote for 7. Why? Yes, all three. Second method of operation. Okay, it's a billiard on Brighton Beach Avenue. We approved them 4 months ago. Okay, 4 months ago. It's a bar and billiard game. They did not put from the beginning billiard table. Liquor authority told, if you wanna have tables, you gotta put it in your application. That's the method change of operation. No, they. Going is they can't electronic. Some case. Can motion, can committee, so committee approved all three of those licenses.
The motion is for all three.
Yes.
Correct. All three.
If you're gonna vote yes for all three, say yes for all three, otherwise. It's just precipitous to the one that. Well, the one you over. Gabriel Linda.
Yes, ma'am. It's all three.
Deborah Carter. Okay, how do I, yes, what? You said a roll call. Yeah, can we go back?
Yes, we'll go back to you.
Okay. Charlene Davis.
Thank you.
Lucy Mojica Diaz.
Yes for T, yes for hospitality, abstain for all.
Okay, Loli. Lolita Divalova.
Yes for Tigwalia and yes for DC Hospitality. No for Agro.
Jennifer Dublin. Mohammed on the guard. What?
Yes, okay.
Selena Grant. Sure. Ronald Greenbelt.
Yes, all.
Linda Harrison.
No for all.
Jamie Hernandez.
Yes to the. Only update for all.
Cool.
Angela Rodchenkov.
Yes, okay.
Joanna Martin.
Yes, okay.
Minnie Makita.
Yes, okay.
Mark Murray.
Yes to Gavalia, yes to hospitality, no for our calls.
Robin Harrison.
Yes, okay.
Nadra.
Yes, okay.
Milagros. Cameron Kowski.
Yes.
Michael Russo.
Yes, for the first two, abstaining for the third.
Jeffrey Sanders.
Yes, to all.
Yes, to all three.
Tatiana Siegel.
No to Sue Farquhar and yes, Division.
Bill Small,
Yes.
Jack Subin,
Yes, to all three.
Joanne Weiss,
Yes, to all three.
Annette Wesley, yes to all three. Okay.
Next.
No.
Beverage.
Yes? Yes.
Yes, to all. Street closing.
I'm back. Okay. We get busy meeting. Busy. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 events. Actually, we did more, but I'll come back. And we get 5 events. Some of them are new. Some of them are old. Okay, let's go one by one. From that here. I will get it. Why is it missing? What? Number 2. Missing everything. But it was a minute. It was done. You're right. Okay. Why, it's even old business, I think. I don't know. So when we reach it, I would ask Darian, if he can, a minute vote on it next time. We can still vote it, it's not the same. Okay, let's go through. We can. Wait. Okay, event number 1. It's May Thursday. It's a private event by Zero Platform. They're closing Western Street between North Avenue and Boardwalk. They're also renting Luna Park and Cyclone for a certain period of time. They're coming to the area first time. They will start. They're bringing kids from their be careful. Event number 2. It's a new event. Christmas in July. Christmas in July, helping to raise funds for Holding Hands Ministries. Will take place on Saturday, July 26th, 2025, Mention Avenue between West 29th Street and West 4th. Even though it said street closure, they said they're gonna use the parking lot and they're closing sidewalk, but they're not closing street. That's all. Event number next one, Dance Under the Sky. And actually, you have to vote on it. It's FYI, because last year they applied to say, for this year, they apply to kind of through paper, but through open council program. So they got permit without consulting community. And it was discussed during committee that comment should be made that not only it was not discussed with us, but also it's taking place on Memorial Day weekend, and we usually do not approve
any events during Memorial Day weekend, Labor Day weekend and Fourth of July. Next, community health resource fair, it's done by AFNA. They moved date from May 25th to May 18, and Brighton 7, street between Action and Overview, Full Street Clover. Event was held. Took place last year and I been here before the last year, but last year they had different names, job turnout. One more event, Destination Health in Brooklyn, Saturday, May 17, Brighton 2nd Street between Brightwater 4th and 10th end, sidewalk, and curb line only. It's I retired. They're doing cancer screening. Yeah. They were there last year.
Yes.
We did not get any complaints so far. Hopefully it will not be done. Same. So we have we have 1, 2, 3, 4 events. Even though 5 I listed for 1 week because they already got. So we can
Answer her question.
later. Yes, later.
Wait.
Yes. They was, okay, no, they just forgetting, find more, to find the 2 out, and we're not closing here. They are not closing, that's what we were. They're not closing them, okay?
Okay, that's. Are they?
Only side one. And driveway. And drive. No, it goes, yeah.
So you're talking about.
They said, Ben Harris was there, he's one of the partners. They said that they contacted each and every home. And again.
Maybe I moved, but.
Elena, that might bird, what time is it? What? The neighbor. Maybe what? What time is that for the bird? Neighbor. What time is that? No. From.
Those are 3 to 8,
From 3 to 7.
but the department is that.
It's private.
Right.
Oh. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Right there. I just said, they, oh, I didn't that day. Where is okay. Yes, anybody else? What do you mean right now? Right now? Yeah, that. Yes, it feels, you know, it's very bad, okay? They are renting, and they, for the park, and. It's done. Okay, for you. I thought. Again. So I'm not sure that that will not us. There's no houses there, there's no bathroom. Oh, really? Up station people on the street. Come on. And one thing that I know, I don't check that. No, it's not that. Very cool, you are. For the Sunday. Not the whole day. Eat day. Not even Sunday, eat day.
It's on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yes. People came to ask for approval. Because they started to be for you say, okay, whatever, they apply, it comes to us anyway. So we approve it for this. Everything, that, some new sample. Believe me, I can add everybody, except some local organizations carry events. We have a lot of outside companies. I can ask the same question, but that's my decision, I'm being a messenger, so we can prove it, it's. Let's go. Leave it tonight.
Yes.
No, I didn't, you know, before.
That's over.
22.
Yes, four.
Event number 6 is mine. We're gonna vote for it now. I'm sorry? We're gonna vote for it now. I'm in business.
No. Now we do it.
No, before, you don't do not get ready. See, I've been doing it for over 30 years. And sitting in my roommate's staff role, dealing with the mayor's orders. The commission comes back at the first meeting to the committee. However, when I saw that it was patient, I find. Can we go on the point and you ask the board? That's one. Hey, bring it here. That's it. That is. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take for event.
One.
Five is the vote, five is no vote. Five is the. Three. I don't make it. All right.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yes.
One.
Yes, to all.
Okay.
Anybody?
And on for.
Going down. Okay.
Deborah Coyle. Here again. Charlene Davis. Yes. And yes to all four. Lolita Develova, yes to all four. Jennifer Dublin. Yes to all. Mohammed Al-Nagar. Of the Fort. Yes. Lena Grant. Al Greenberg.
Yeah, all.
Linda Harris, yes to all four.
Jeannie Hernandez. Yuri Krasno.
Yes to all.
Angela Jenkins. Elena Martin. Yes to all. Benjamin Peter. Yes to all. Mark Meredith.
Yes to all.
Robert Harrison. Yes. Nigel Pamela Hemedova. Yes to all. Betty Barber. Elijah Willie. Deborah Cox. Yes to all. Michael Winston.
Yes to all.
Jeffrey Stanley.
Yes to all.
Ben Schwartz. Yes to all. Tatiana Siegel. Yes to all. Michael Silverman. Pat Singer. Yes. Jill Smalls. Yes. Jack Stewart.
Yes to all.
Joanne White. Yes. Annette Leslie. Yes to all. One second, I gotta look down. I have to go back a minute to, the licenses for the three, GA Hospitality, Island Art Walls, and Tatiana. Already here when I called. Tatiana Siegel. And see. Wasn't in the room, yeah, how do you speak? She didn't want. No, he was not in the room. But she was in the room during the discussion. That wasn't the room to vote. We didn't know.
Have to be present to vote.
Okay, me again, your business. Okay, let me ask somebody smarter than I. Are you new to it? Yes. Now. We done with the state vote, no, you're not, we voted on regulatory. Okay, I'm asking. Committee people, look, you voted committee now, okay. We had a discussion during committee. I don't know how many of you remember, but years ago, committee, street closing committee in this entire board voted for moratorium for street events, Brighton Beach area, from Coney Island to Ocean Parkway, between Brightwater Court and Ocean View area. It was done because we had absolutely unmanageable flea market every weekend, and I really appreciate this community board for helping businesses, right? We had a discussion and it came up because I don't know how many of you remember we had this moratorium. And I've heard some comments, and I've heard comments from Selena when we were talking about paving streets and on and on. We are getting more and more applications for Coney Island. Saba has moratorium for new multi-block events. Entire news. But it does not have any moratorium for new unblocked events. According to observation from community members and 6-0, if people apply for a street closure, full street closure, let's say Bookstore, Mermaid, or Merchant Avenue, especially during this time. There is no difference between multi-block and one block, because it still affects buses and on and on and on and on. Okay? So help me in a minute. And I appreciate Mark Norman, who's a protection, because I got more. To be here the most.
We did. We had a motion that we
Yeah.
voted for. And then we have motions.
And after we get motion to. Yeah. Okay.
So in the end, we had a motion, to extend the old moratorium. Wait. Yes, so we had a motion to extend old moratorium and add Coney Island. We are not, okay, you see,
Be specific.
now I'm gonna be specific. If we are talking about side streets in Brighton Beach area, we are not talking about any side streets in Coney Island. Because many people, many community organizations, many natural developers, they do beautiful events, but they are closing side street, and it's not affecting traffic. So, motion. What is the motion?
Last thing on the minutes.
Okay.
Page 3 of the minute.
Okay. Replace, it was voted to withdraw all moratorium covering Brighton Beach Avenue, Brighton Beach area only, and replace it with the moratorium on new event only, on Brighton Beach Avenue from Coney Island Avenue to Ocean Parkway, including side streets from Brightwater Court to Ocean View Avenue, also including Mermaid, Stillwell, and Neptune Avenue from West 47th Street to Stillwell Avenue. It's for new event only. So, new event only. We welcome everybody, but with all of this new housing, the new construction, I believe I don't have to tell anybody what kind of disaster we face, all of those main avenues closed. Once again, we are not okay. Any questions? Okay. No, we don't have it as a part of the motion. Because we discussed it for 45 minutes. It's only for new events. It's not even affecting your jubilee. It's not affecting your jubilee. Again, it's a moratorium for all new events. Nobody can come to Brighton Beach Avenue and apply for event if we have moratorium. Okay? Roll call. Any questions? Any questions?
So,
No.
just to clarify, we're voting now on a moratorium on Brighton Beach and Coney Island.
Yes.
But any new event.
Yes.
New one.
Roll call.
Deborah Collier. Charlene David. Peter Kivalova.
Yes.
Jennifer Dublin.
Yes.
Muhammad Al-Magar. Aldo Ford. Selena Grant. Ronald Greenberg.
Yes.
Linda Harrison. Yes. Jeannie Hernandez. Yuri Krasner.
Yes.
Angela Kravchenko. Angela. Yeah. Should I come back? Yeah. Okay, I'll come back. You're looking at Markman. Yes.
Vinnie Mankato. Mark Marion.
Yes.
Robin Harrison. Dover. Milagros Quillen. Ken Rakowski. Michael Russo. Jeff Fennell. French Morgan. Tatiana Siegel.
Yes.
Michael Silverman. Pat Singer. Yes. Yes, Diane. Sheila Smalls. Jack Subin.
Yes.
Joanne White.
Absolutely, yes.
Annette Wegman. Yes. Okay, Deborah Carter. Charlene Davis. Selena Grant. Angela Kravchenko. Minnie Mankato.
Yes. Okay, the last one. Now I'm going to parliamentarian Mark Miller. On the new business, became 2 events, one straight closing the meeting and one legal life, okay? Final roll call and finally go home.
I'm going with the parliamentarian and said it's okay. So, yes, the okay, revision, okay, very, and this one.
Okay.
Now, to the discussion. Such promotion.
Your Madam Chair, you just rearranged the agenda, so we have to do good and welfare, and then we will do the final roll call with the items that you're going to discuss, as well as new business, old business. That's all, wait a minute.
So.
Was it
Old business. And. Good welfare. Linda.
A good time to make my presentation. I love this time of year. It's something I do special every year, as our booking coordinator for National Day of Prayer. I'm inviting you to, my event at the Corn Island Gospel Assembly, May 1st, from 12 to 1, just for 1 hour. It's a good time for the community to come together, hold hands, lift up the community, pray, join with each other. It brings unity, it brings cohesion, it brings peace. We know we have issues, some good, some bad. We want to get better. So there's always something that can improve. And prayer does. I'm always optimist. I believe that good things will happen when we get together and we pray and we seek God. So I invite you just for 1 hour to come out, May the 1st, coming out of the assembly, May 28th, Grand Avenue. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, we spoke about this earlier, and now that I see that we can do one podium, different things, such as the polls, I know you're gonna speak to, Department of Transportation and what have you, about the Neptune. But if we can have this, to have it such as this, why can't we go on trying to get dates that when we have construction going on, that they have to be finished by a certain date?
Well, I mean, you have to think that the high time of doing construction is during the summertime. We're from a destination, it's our understanding.
But I don't know how the process goes, but if it's, and we're doing moratoriums, why can't we look at the fact that we have 3 major streets? Most of the time, unfortunately, new buildings and what have you going on is under construction. Can we say that we want these done by a certain date, like we're doing for the amusement area and the Mermaid Avenue to do for, surf.
It actually depends on who the contractor is, okay? If it's Con Ed, if it's Optimum, if it's this and that. Because people wanna have Wi-Fi and broadband and all other things. So they have to follow this schedule, we can't always have our schedule followed, but we will look into, like I said. We will look into what we can do. Don't forget, we're advising.
No, done for the areas, certain areas, why can't you just make it one, all agree?
You done, President? Yeah.
No, just a comment. I think what you're saying is whatever entity said, put a moratorium on that one. That entity also put a moratorium on those things. I think that's what you're saying, right?
Well, look into
You got EBC, you got DBC, you got.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't control the contract.
That's exactly what I said.
You can't control the contract.
You can't.
I'm throwing it out there, though.
But I'm saying, try to put pressure on the contractor to take into consideration the whole community. That's what I'm gonna do, and I will do. Okay, just like I sent out a letter to the commissioner on homeless services. We don't want the homeless shelter sent it out. So we do what we can do, but again, we're only advisory. Very good.
And finishing with another, I don't know if you saw your Facebook story. Right, with business development, having its own event on Sunday, 24th. And then between Brighton Beach and Brightwater Port. Big stage, a lot of children, great concert, and to me, very important part. We are honoring our local cuisine and the Russian American officer of the state that is immigrants from the former Soviet Union law enforcement office. So it's gonna be sent out by community board again. Everyone is welcome. From noon to 5. If anyone, some local organization, if you believe something to share and you need a table, please let me know. I'm not selling you. Okay, now finally new business. So since I was advised by Mark Merlin that we can vote for all three, one, but he could say we have 3-1. Yes, but agree. Okay, so what we have? We have new full liquor license application for Explore Seagate LLC DBA T-Bikes located at 3716 Atlantic Avenue, Brooklyn. It's the Seagate Beach Bar. The application came just 3 days after we had our licensing committee, and because it's a seasonal business, we decided to bring it under the new business. Because unfortunately, when you deal with it takes time. Also, we had 2 applications in our rule, and some will change. Sheila is right. It used to be approved by completely different way. But we set up a rule in our community that we ask applicants to come and answer any questions of the public. So this is why it was tabled. So we have Advire Gardens Family Day, Saturday, August 2nd, 2025, West Territory Street between Merlin Avenue and South Avenue, all 3 closures, after Construction Mall. I've been there a few times, to event. 2 last times was my other girls, I did not, I couldn't make it now, I went home. Okay, and we have an event block party celebrating the neighborhood Saturday, August 15th, 2025, West Dorothy Street between Third Avenue, one way, Oak Street closure. Applicant Shannon Camry, CIRA type B. We also did not get those events before, correct? It was approved by, so now we have one new liquor license application and two events. So there is a motion. Wait, how can I make a motion? Don't thrill them. Okay, so there is a motion of, there is a motion to approve new full liquor license application for Sports CJ, LCDBC bar, 4716 Atlantic Avenue. Street closing permit for Aspire Gardens Family Day, Saturday, August 2nd, 2025, West 42nd Street, Fairbank Avenue, 7th Avenue, Oak Street closure, and Block Fire Permit celebrating the neighborhood, Saturday, August 16th, 2025, West 43rd Street between 3rd Avenue and Birmingham Avenue, Oak Street closure. I know that the two events were tabled because the person was not here. Now Sheila is here, is the other person here for the other party? That's not the first time they're doing this. That's not the first time they're doing this. And, okay, I'll explain to you. I understand. Teacher will approve it. It's not us, it's night, night. Okay, so. Yes. But you did not get it?
No.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, we really have to set those up, right? Emotion, the way it is, but right. Liquor license. Is our sergeant. One leave.
Not going anywhere.
Barbara, didn't you? Yeah.
No.
No, we have to vote seven.
I was told yes.
Michael's right. The motion we had was all three together. And that does mean you can't vote against liquor license without voting against three. No, they were separate motions.
No, it was one motion.
It was one motion for two. And the second. Hold on, I want it. Yes, I want it. Okay, no, we voted all three.
Well, and we had a choice.
Yes.
We had a choice to vote for one and or vote for them, right?
Right, exactly.
Here,
Yeah.
this is only one motion now because it's not coming from committee.
True.
So people like Milagro, with all due respect, and Linda, that normally vote against any liquor license.
Right, and we have to vote.
They have to vote against O'Dwyer and the other.
So they think we'll set them all, they can also say, okay.
So what is the whole? So they do, the one with the light and. Right, that's. Should announce it. Then they get it straight.
Okay.
Let's make it. Make the motion on the. We ready to amend it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's, let the lights. I said, okay. Go ahead and.
He's waiting for a name. Okay. Gabriel Blanda. Charlene Davis. Lucy Mojica Diaz. Paulina De Balova. Yes. Jennifer Dublin. Yeah. Mohammed Al Nagar. Olga Ford. Selena Graham. Ron Greenberg. Yes. Okay. Jeannie Hernandez. Murray Krasno. Angela Kravchenko. Elena Markman.
Yes.
Benny Peter.
Yes.
Mark Meredith. Yes. Robin Parasite. So,
Yes.
Malabar Close. Jeffrey Sandor.
Yes.
Rich Ward.
Yes.
Tatiana Spiegel.
Yes.
Michael Silverman.
Yes.
Pat Singer.
Yes.
Sheila Smalls. Jack Sukin.
Yes.
Joanne White.
Yes.
Annette Westman.
Yes.
Go back seconds. Bad beard.
Oh,
And
Yuri, sorry, let's go.
Yes.
Again, Robin.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
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 Yes.
Okay, now we can to vote on two, street closing application. Okay, motion to approve, advice.
Vote for both street fairs together. But if I wanna vote differently, that would be the same exact thing as voting on something that we just did.
Coming out of committee.
So it was the liquor license,
That one had, we just did the liquor,
right?
but you can still, now you can combine these two, re-closing, and you can vote yes for one, no for the other. Because there's no.
But they both three-day events?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. No, it's not an plan.
It's three events. Just make the motion.
Thank you. I want to start the motion, but it's all over. Yes.
Okay. You're showing the motion. Seconded.
Nobody, I said.
Thank you. The chairman shall I do it that way? Yes. Okay. Annette Wesley. Yeah. You say yes to both, because yes, and Joanne White.
Yes, the vote.
Jack Philbin. No, she was wrong. Michael Silver. Janet Spiegel.
Yes.
French Ward.
Yes.
Jeff Allen. Michael Russo. Yes. Jim Martin. Barbara Quillen. Todd Russell. Marvin Harris. Yes, Mark Vernon. Minnie Mankato. Yes. Lorena Martin. Yes. Angela Kravchenko. Laura Bradley. Jimmy Hernandez. The Harrison. Yes. Ryan Seaberg. Yes, Paul. Alba Ford. Mohammed Al-Ghar. Yes. Jennifer Dublin. Lolita Kibalova. Yes. Party. You, they were peers. Charles Dickson. Oh, no.